Tkachuk and scores!
Nice Shabbat curled and drives and scores!
And the Senators win it.
Five apart, another chance, Matthews scores! Drake Matthews, oh, and got it. Green, Green again, scores!
Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Now, before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_, and on Instagram at SensTalk. Now, tonight, the Ottawa Senators took on the Montreal Canadiens, but before we get into tonight's recap, a couple things. Firstly, before today's game between the Sens and the Habs, I had a pregame show with Brendan Mackey and Matt Bosty. It was fantastic. Once again, thanks to both of them for joining the show, and if you haven't already, check it out. It was a lot of fun, and little keep this between us. We're going to be doing a stream again soon, so stay tuned for that. Another pregame show, maybe against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll see, but it was a lot of fun. We spoke about it after the stream, and we're definitely all interested in doing it again, so stay tuned. Now, question for you, the fans, before we get into today's recap. How did you feel about Shane Pinto's National Hockey League debut? Comment below right now, and I'll make sure to respond to you in the comment section below. As well, tomorrow, Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, episode number 25 of the Best of 7 podcast will be uploaded. This one's featuring Brendan Mackey. We cover the NHL trade deadline, plus more, so stay tuned for that. Now, go to SeatGeek.com, use the promo code SENSTALK, save $20 off your first purchase. It's a great deal. Take advantage of that today. As well, we are honored to be sponsored by the premier culture magazine in Ottawa, Faces Magazine. Make sure to check out the new April issue from Faces Magazine today. Magazines are offered for free in grocery stores and select locations across Ottawa, and this month's issue features a cover interview with number 4 Sanders legend Chris Phillips on his new role with the Sanders Community Foundation. The April issue also has features on Sanders star Drake Batherson and Sportsnet's Kyle Bukauskas. Also, don't forget to follow Faces on their social channels for great content, crazy contests, plus more. That's at Faces Ottawa for their Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. Now, it's the same lineup as last game for the Ottawa Senators, except one thing. Nikita Zaitsev draws back in as JBD, Jacob Bernard-Docker, draws out of the lineup as Josh Brown will fill in his role there on the third pairing. Listen, I saw a lot of people complaining about this. I was too at the beginning, but one game is not going to hurt him to sit. And honestly, I can see the benefit of him sitting and watching the game. I know that may sound crazy, but hey, listen, he looked great in that first game, played 16 minutes, so DJ Smith definitely played him. He gave him an opportunity, and he played well. And I think this is just more for JBD to just see the game from the top of the ice, just to see how the game works, to look at the systems, the Sens play, etc. I'm sure that's what this is, and I would hope in the next game JBD draws back in. But yeah, I think this is more just a little bit of a rest, take a breather, look at the game, and see the systems from above the ice. Now, starting in net for the Ottawa Senators tonight was Matt Murray. And for Montreal, it was Carey Price as he returns to the net for the Canadiens. And that return did not go so great, because 3 minutes in to the first period of play, RTM Zub goal. Ottawa strikes first, 1-0, bar in, 1-0 Sanders. And after that, not much happened in that first period of play. The shots were not plentiful in that first period as the Sens lead 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. In that first period, my first period thoughts. Firstly, Shane Pinto looks fantastic, especially on the penalty kill. He looked great defensively. And the Sens kept the Habs to 3 shots on goal in the first period of play. So the Habs weren't really getting anything going, and Ottawa didn't really get anything going either. They only got 5 shots. But at the end of the day, we got that goal. Zub got the goal, which is always fun to see. Love RTM Zub. And Ottawa played pretty well in that first period of play, and let's get to the second period because, once again, the second period, not much going on. Both teams aren't really exchanging too many chances. If there's any team getting scoring chances, it's really the Canadiens. Matt Murray was making some big stops early on in that second period of play, primarily on the penalty kill. Made a couple of stops that were necessary. And then 11 minutes into the period, Brady Tkachuk draws a defender, leaves a clear lane open, which Drake Batherson finds. He gets the puck on a backhand pass from Brady Tkachuk and puts it home. Ottawa strikes again. They lead 2-0 on a 5-hole goal from the Drake Batherson. That is Batherson's 10th point in 8 games this season against the Montreal Canadiens. And my second period thoughts, the Sens are flying out there. Victor Mete looks hungry to prove Montreal wrong for dropping him and putting him on waivers. That period alone, Victor Mete wowed me a few times with his skating, and there was a shift or two where he literally just played keep away from the Canadiens 1v5 style. So he looked really good. He looks hungry out there. And Pinto continues to look impressive. He looks like a vet already. He's pulling off all these toe drag moves, and he looks comfortable. And this is his first game, so I think we got a player here, Sens Army. But besides that, let's get to the the third period of play, as hopefully Ottawa can secure the dub here or there in Montreal. Sens win, baby. The Ottawa Senators, they take down the Montreal Canadiens 4-0, giving Matt Murray his first shutout as an Ottawa Senator, as well, the first shutout during the DJ Smith era. So, congratulations to DJ Smith, and more so, congratulations to Matt Murray, but we'll get to the shutout in a moment, because in that third period of play, Ottawa scored twice, so we're going to get to that right now. Firstly, in that third period, it was weird. Usually games against the Senators and Montreal Canadiens are high competitive, high scoring, hitting, competitive, you name it. It's just usually a very entertaining game. Tonight, not so much. Canadians, I believe, got 22 or 23 shots on goal. That's it. And, it was not really a game where Montreal had many opportunities. They had a few opportunities, of course, that Matt Murray stopped. And he made some big stops tonight as well. But, usually when the Sens and Canadiens play, you're seeing like 5 or 6 goals total, at least. You're seeing a lot of scoring chances. You're seeing a lot of hits. You didn't really see much of that tonight. It was really a smooth sailing win for the Ottawa Senators today. And, kudos to the Sens defense and everything, and Matt Murray for keeping the Canadiens to 22, 23 shots and no goals. But, it was probably one of the most, important message before I continue. As I was saying, so, it's not often you see a game against Sens and Habs where it's not really a high-scoring, high-event affair, but doesn't matter. Sens get the win here, so who cares? But anyways, with 4 minutes left in the third period, because in the first, second, and third period, there's really nothing going on, okay? So we get to 4 minutes left in the third period. The Canadiens are only down by 2 at this point, okay? So they still have a chance to win it. 4 minutes is plenty of time, but then the Canadiens take a penalty, which you cannot do in the last 5 minutes of a hockey game when you're chasing the game. So the Canadiens take a penalty, and the Sanders will make them pay for it, because Drake Batherson receives a beautiful pass from behind the net from Brady Tkachuk. They put home his second goal of the night for the Senators as the Sens take the lead. It's 3-0 on a power play goal from Drake Batherson. Another great pass from Brady Tkachuk to Drake Batherson. And more so, this is Drake Batherson's 11th point now in 8 games against the Canadiens this season. Less than a minute later, Shane Pinto wins a faceoff. Nikita Zaitsev airmails a puck into the empty net as the Senators put their 4th goal home. And of course, that is Shane Pinto's first National Hockey League point. Congratulations, Pinto, on your first NHL point. That could not have been the most... There's really no way that Pinto could have scored his first NHL point more so in Pinto fashion than that. Pinto, if you don't understand, Shane Pinto in the NCAA had above 60% face-off percentage. So, of course, his first NHL point comes off of a face-off win. In all seriousness, congratulations to Shane Pinto. Hell of an accomplishment, obviously. He looked great in tonight's game, getting your first NHL point in your first game. You know what? The future looks really bright with this kid, and especially on the penalty kill. I mentioned it a few times in this video, but Shane Pinto, he really impressed tonight, and I think I don't really see how he doesn't play another game in Ottawa this year. And frankly, if he continues to play like he did tonight, I don't think he ever plays for Belleville, to be honest. That may be a hot take, but I really don't think he plays for Belleville ever, unless it's for a conditioning stint or something, because the way he played tonight, he looked so confident on the puck. He looked like a veteran. It was insane. And anyways, congratulations to Shane Pinto on your first National Hockey League point. Hopefully the first of many to come. Now as well, Matt Murray, I think he stopped 22 or 23 shots tonight. His first NHL shutout for your Ottawa Senators. Listen, for Matt Murray, this must be a huge confidence boost. And hopefully he can build off of this. The last couple games he's looked solid, especially after like 5 weeks off. It's not easy to come back from that. And he's looked solid the last couple of games. And most importantly, he got the shutout. That should help build his confidence. And, I think for Matt Murray, it would be, I think for Sens fans anyways, to see Matt Murray finish off the season strong would be just great for all parties involved. So we're rooting for you, Matt Murray, and good job tonight. Great shutout. Congratulations. Now, the Sens Talk Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans. I put out the poll. You can see right here, it says 0% for all 4 options, because Twitter, for some reason, the last couple of days hasn't really been working. It's been up and down. Sometimes it's working. Sometimes Twitter, it's crashing. You can't tweet. You can't reply. You can't even go on the app. So for some reason, I guess there's something in the system in Twitter that's not working right now. But the poll, it's not working right now. I don't know why. I posted I'll check again. I'll check again. Like, I don't know what's going on with Twitter, but it's not letting me. Yeah. See, I don't know what's going on here. There's no poll results. So all 4 have 0% technically, but I'll give the Sense Talk star of the night, voted by me, to Matt Murray. Listen, you can make the argument for Artyom Zub with the game-winning goal. You can make the argument with Shane Pinto, great game, first NHL point. You can make the argument with Drake Batherson, 2 goals in the night. But hey, listen, Matt Murray gets that shutout. Without that shutout, the Sanders don't win. And more importantly, Matt Murray gets the shutout, and hopefully they can build off his confidence. And also, a shutout deserves the Sense Talk star of the night. So congratulations, Matt Murray. You are the Sense Talk star of the night. Now, the next Sens game is on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time versus the Calgary Flames, which means, of course, that my video will be uploaded on Tuesday because that game starts very late. I'm not going to upload a video at like 2 o'clock in the morning. But besides that, make sure as well, tomorrow at Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be uploading a great interview for the Best of 7 podcast with Brandon Mackey. We cover the trade deadline plus more. So stay tuned for that tomorrow on youtube.com/SensTalk, and of course on all platforms where you can get your podcast episodes. Now, besides that, thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. So like this video, share this video for cool stuff, and click the big red button down there, and subscribe to us. And most importantly of all, turn the notification bell on so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Besides that, thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next one. Go Sens go.